All right, and welcome to another edition of the Black and Gold Report here on OaklandHockey.org. We are joined here by Oakland defenseman John Baker. And John, how are you doing?
Good, thanks, Hagan, for having me on again. How are you?
I'm doing great here, ready for the new season to get underway, which happens Friday at Kent State. Can you just tell us how's the general atmosphere going with the guys right now?
Everybody's excited right now in the locker room. We're looking forward to a good week of practice, and we're excited to get out there in Kent State and get together with the boys for a nice early road trip.
And then looking at the Kent State game, what are going to be some of the keys to getting off to a good start on Friday night?
Looking over the roster, I mean, we're all thinking about the game already. I just looked at the roster today, checking that out. We're all getting mentally prepared early this week. Friday night, we just got to come out with our A game, and I think we can. We work together. We just got to have a good week of practice. We work together Friday night. I think we're going to be looking at a good outcome.
And then for you right now, what has the coaching staff told you in terms of where you're going to fit in their defensive pairings, or do you not know that just yet?
Not yet. We've been working the past 2 weeks with pretty much everybody, so I'm kind of excited to see where I fit in out there and who's going to pair me with to start off. But I actually have no idea right now who I'm going to be paired up with so far to start off the season. So I'm excited to find out though. Should be this week, hopefully tomorrow or Wednesday.
And then is there someone that on the defensive corps that you're more comfortable playing with, that you feel that you have more of a chemistry with, or is everybody kind of good with everybody?
There are certain guys that I play better with, I think, but I think all of us, I mean, there's so many of us, we can gel with each guy. There's not really one guy that I'd say I can't really play with, and there's not one guy that I'm like, oh, I really want to play with him, or really want to play with this guy. I think we're all, I think, real close right there, skill-wise and whatever. I think our defense this year definitely got a lot stronger. So I think whoever we're paired up with, I mean, we're gonna have three really solid, like six guys back there, real good. That I'd put anybody out there right now. It's real tight knit, and I think it's gonna be the competition to get a spot in the lineup as a defenseman out there for every single guy.
You have new guys, Floria and Teal, back there. What have you liked from those guys so far?
Floria, obviously, I mean, he's got a heavy shot. He's a bigger body back there, and Teal, I mean, he's good with the puck. He's a good defenseman. And I actually, for the first time, was paired up with him today. I was really surprised. I think he's got a lot of skill for a defenseman and has a great set of hands, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do as a rookie defenseman this year, and hopefully he gets the butterflies out early as well as Floria. But I think Floria is also a great defender. I mean, he's a big body back there that is definitely going to help us out.
Now, you're more of we were talking last year at this time about how you're more of an offensive defenseman. I know you only came away with one goal last year, but is your mindset different this season in terms of, are you going to be more of a defensive defenseman, or are you still going to try to push or just play it by ear depending on the situation you're in?
Yeah, I mean, I think I can contribute in both ends of the ice, but last year being out so many games, I think I was out at least 10 games last season, and that concussion kind of set me back a bit, and I didn't feel right coming back. I definitely didn't feel like the same player after I came back from the concussion, but after, having the summer off and whatnot and resting up, and I feel like I can definitely contribute like I did my freshman season. The semester that I was there, I think you can see a little bit of that this season out of me, I'm hoping, and but no, I'm definitely going to be focusing a lot more in the defensive zone. I'd like to contribute offensively, but I think, D-zone is going to be locked down this season for me, and I got to get back to playing the way I used to play and just be a shutdown guy back there.
9 defensemen on the roster this season. How do you guys, as a whole defensive unit, how are you able to kind of, in a way, gel together or understand that, some guys are going to be sitting out some nights, and other guys, you might sit out even if you have a good night because another guy needs to get his shot to show the coaching staff what they can do. How do you guys balance that as a defensive unit?
Exactly. We haven't really talked about it too much yet. I think it's definitely going to be based on performance, but we're going to play every game to win, so we're going to have the best lineup in every night. So if you take a night off, don't expect to have another shot at it the next night for home and home or a home and away. I mean, you got to have your player A game every game. Your spot's never solidified. With eight or nine of us back there that are all so close in skill, nobody has like a safe spot back there. So it's gonna be, if we had battle day today, we've had one last week. It's gonna be a battle every single week to get in the lineup and prove to coach that you belong in the game two times a weekend or get your shot once a weekend. It's gonna be a battle for all nine of us, I think.
And then that just makes practice that more important for you guys as a defensive unit as well too, because if you have a bad week of practice and then someone else who doesn't get so much time has a great week of practice, you could find yourself out of that lineup. Does that add more pressure to you, or does that just make things more fun knowing that there's going to be a competition every single night for you guys back there?
Yeah, I like the competitive atmosphere we're having at practice, but yeah, I mean, you obviously got to show what you can do during practice too. I mean, coach sees you making hiccups. I mean, even in simple drills, busting drills, anything like that, you got to be in your A game, 3 days a week at practice too. So can't take practice lightly. I wouldn't say any of us have, but yeah, I mean, coach is watching. He knows who's messing up, who's not, and he's going to take note of that. If you have a day off in practice or you're out to lunch, he's going to notice.
Now, for you, have you guys started doing? I know you guys have, but for you, have you been on a lot of the special teams type of drills and things like that?
We haven't really worked too much on special teams yet. I think we're going to work a lot of. I'm guessing Wednesday and Thursday, but you were asking about special teams.
Right. I was just gonna try to get my question was gonna be trying to get a feel out there for working on the power play, and because that's going to be one area I know that Coach Shuffler and his staff is going to want to generate more power play chances and more power play goals, because those things can turn momentum around, because they were just at times last year a couple of power play droughts, and I was just curious as to anything different going on in the power play or things like that. But I guess for that we'll find out a little bit later.
Yeah, I'm excited to see. Like I said, we don't even. I wouldn't say we don't even know who we're playing with yet, but we have somewhat of an idea. But for power play and special teams, I think to start out in the beginning, I think he's going to be rolling definitely for the PK, see how guys do together, kind of match up lines and whatnot. And then I'm hoping, we have a little bit of a mixture to start off the season to see if the guys can contribute on the blue line to the power play, stuff like that. So get a few guys in there, see what they can do. Like I said, Teal's got a great set of hands for you. He's got a good shot, so maybe give one of the rookies a shot at it this early on and see how they do. But like I said, I think it's all up in the air. I mean, if we're going to have two defensemen on PP1 or two defensemen on PP2, if we're going to throw another forward back there like we did last year, I have no idea. But I'm excited to see what Coach does.
Now, just a couple more things here, and this one's kind of a little bit of a different question than I normally ask. Can you just take us through when you guys are out there on the bench and just take us through kind of what's being said? What are you guys talking about to each other, and what type of awareness do you have in terms of knowing that, hey, I'm up next, or things like that? Just something insightful on the bench without giving away something that can help out another team, of course.
Are you talking about in practice or in games?
During the games.
I think our attitude starting off already this season is a lot more positive than last season. We got a couple, 4 or 5 new guys on the team this year, so I think we're laying down the law early in the season. Coach is knuckling down the upperclassmen are knuckling down too early off. So nobody's slacking off. We're all giving 110% in the weight room. I mean, off ice during the week, stuff like that. But you can expect all positivity on the bench this season. I like where we're heading right now, and I like all the support that we have right now. But it's all about not knocking a guy down, picking him up. We got to be playing fearless, and we got to if a guy has has a shift off, we got to be picking that guy up. We're not going to be putting him down. They're going to know they made a mistake. We're just going to be picking guys up all season, and that's what's going to win us games.
And then final thing here, I guess, for you, JB, or John Baker doing us here on the Black and Gold Report will be when you're looking around this team and you guys see that there's a lot of potential with every single player, you take a look at the schedule and you guys know where you should win, what games are going to be more difficult than others. And certainly these first couple of games, you're definitely going to want to win. But again, every year the competition gets better. They're going to be tough games. If you take a team lightly, you're going to get beat. So what's going through the preparation in your head to make sure that you're ready to go at 110% when you step out onto the ice on Friday night, that you realize that this game this weekend could have serious implications when we're talking about March?
Absolutely. We were out to lunch a few games last year. We took some teams lightly that we shouldn't have. We thought we were better than we were, I think. I know we had a lot of talent, and I think we thought we could win on that alone last year. So this year, I mean, it's already anybody that played last year, we know. If you take a game lightly in our league, it's going to cost you. You take a shift off, it's going to cost you. You take half a shift off, it can cost you. And just that switch of momentum, that can turn the whole game around. But I think our team, we're a hard-working team. We got a lot of skill, but we're hard-working too. Every single guy, every practice so far has been pushing each other, and I just love being out there right now. I like how everybody's gelling, everybody's on the same page. Everyone knows that they got to work 110% every time, every stride this year to make the lineup, crack the lineup, and I love how competitive the team is right now.
I would just say this to wrap things up here is that you're getting me pretty excited about the game on Friday, and anyone that is listening to this on the Oakland side is probably getting pretty excited here. But when looking through there, it's finally here, and it's been one of those things where the summer's flown by, and practice has probably been fun for you guys, and you're ready to get this thing going and get all that energy out there. But any weird rituals or anything you do on that first game of the season that you might not normally do or anything like that, John?
You might see one of the first or second shifts out there. Not really a ritual, but I mean, right when the season starts, I get a little fired up and I got butterflies. So you might see one or two big hits right off the bat just to loosen up, and that's how I kind of get into my game. So if I get 1-2 big hits in there, get my energy going, get my legs moving, that's a great way for me to get butterflies out and ready to go.
All right, John. Well, best of luck down there at Kent State on Friday and Saturday, and hopefully you can come home with 2 big victories.
Absolutely. Thanks again for having me on the Black and Gold Report.
Thank you, John. And that's John Baker joining us here on OaklandHockey.org, the Black and Gold Report.